Hello and welcome back to my channel. So unfortunately today there's not going to be hardly any videos on the ship, and those are actually wrapping up right now. This is the last one. It's raining. So despite not getting a lot of pictures of the ship, we did have a great morning eating breakfast for the last time with our table mates and saying goodbye to them, but that was the ship outside.
2 hours later.
And this is really when our troubles started to start, as soon as we got off of the ship. So I'm about to show our luggage and how much we had, but let me tell you about all of these battleships and everything that you're seeing outside of the window on this bus. So these videos are of, we heard that the Italian president or prime minister or someone was here, and they were having this big ceremony, and I'll show a little bit closer up of that later on. But once we got off the ship, I had already prearranged through our Rome tour company that we would be using for the next 2 days, and you can see people walking. So like you can see this is a long walk over there. So and we had a lot of luggage, and I will put that in right now, how much luggage we had, just so y'all can truly see, like, we had a lot. So we have all this luggage. We get off of the ship, we go to our person, he's holding up a sign, and here's his picture holding up a sign with my name on it, so that was really nice. We're all excited, and he says, "Is this all y'all's luggage?" And we were like, yeah. You know, we pack a lot, and he was like, "Well, I don't think it's gonna fit in the car." So that was not good. He had brought like a Mercedes sedan car, not a van. We needed a van because of how much luggage, and we were like, "Well, can we not put it up in the front, whatever, blah blah blah." And he was like, "No, we can't do that." So he left us, and this is through our Rome tour company. So we were very, very, very upset about that, and you can see all these people starting to walk towards the boat. But here's the zoom in of that ceremony with the Rome or Italian president and all the people there doing that. So because the Italian president was there, it was basically a lockdown at the port. So no one could get in. Like typically I believe taxi drivers and like everyone would be able to get into the port, like where we disembarked at, to pick everyone up, because that's how people were there, and people had got there early to do that. So our person was actually lucky enough to do that, and get out there early, but we just couldn't use him. So typically, like I said, it would be full of people, but because of the Italian president being there, and I guess Secret Service or their version of Secret Service was just not allowing anyone into the port. So I told you could see all those people walking. They were having to walk from where all the taxis and all the pickup area was and drop-off points were. They were having to walk all the way from there to the ship, and let me tell you, it's very humid. So you could see that one clip at the beginning where it's raining, where I said, "Oh, it's raining." Well, it was raining, and it was very humid. So me and my mom were like, "Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to go walk." So we get off the ship, and once we get off the ship, you can either go left or you can go right. So as we're leaving off, you can see the videos of us leaving in the bus. We are going to the right on the bus, which is the right way. Well, originally, before we even got on the bus, realized that we could even do that, me and my mom started walking to the left. So we walked about 10-15 minutes down that way, going to other ships, because that's essentially what it was a port where other ships were docked. And I realized when I got on the maps, and I don't know if you've seen those TikToks and like memes and videos and stuff where people are trying to use like Google Maps or Apple Maps on their phones, and they're walking one way and then suddenly they turn around. Well, that's exactly what we done. It pointed us in the wrong direction. So then we had to walk all the way back. We're trying to figure out what to do. Well, there at this point there's like literally hardly anyone there at the port. And we run into this other couple. They were stressed out. They said that their driver could not get into the port. They were one of the ones that was stuck on the other side because of the Italian president. So they were panicked too. they talked a bus driver into letting us get on there and him just taking us to the front. So we load up all our luggage. We wait a few minutes for more people, but like I said, we are like the last people in the area. And he drops us off, thankfully. And I'm so glad that that person even thought about that and mentioned that, because we would have had to walk like another hour. And that's why I put 2 hours later, because it was literally about 2 hours from the time that we met the person with the sign that was originally supposed to take us, from the time that we were actually got to the taxi point. So this is your warning. If you ever have to prearrange like a van or a bus or car or something, make sure that they know how many luggage pieces you have. Because when I said something about a van, he said, "Well, you have to put in the comments how many suitcases you have so we can prearrange for that." So we were obviously a little mad at them. He felt kind of bad for us, like you could tell that he felt really bad for us, but we were super, super mad. And then in a minute, you're going to see a suitcase wheel that is literally popped off. It was my mom's carry-on suitcase, so it had literally fell off in the process of us going over these cobblestones outside of the port. So we were very upset. Thankfully, the rain had kind of cut off a little bit, but it was just a disaster of the morning as soon as we got off of the boat. Like, literally took one step off the boat and it was disaster. But thankfully, that person dropped us off at the taxi area and we were able to get a taxi. At that point, I really did not care how much we had to pay for the taxi, because I believe it may have been like 150 euros, maybe with tip. I honestly can't remember, but it was worth it just to have a ride to get to our hotel. So we were a little irritated about that, because we would have had a little bit of a longer day in Rome, and I'm so glad that we did not have a tour. The couple that we were with on the bus, they said they had a tour and they were going to have to cancel it. So I'm really glad I didn't plan anything this day other than just like going and walking the city and exploring. So, and we actually were not able to get a refund on this car transport service. It was 218 euros for this through Live Tours. And I'll go into more details about our tour company and everything. As far as the tour goes, the next 2 days, they were amazing. But this just kind of put a sour taste in our mouth. And this was really the only downside to this tour company, which was Live Tours. So what you've been seeing are scenes from us driving from the port to Rome, and it took about an hour and 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, to get from there to our hotel. And our hotel was the Boutique Hotel Campo di Fiori. So about a few months before when we were in the planning stages of the trip and before we even left, I was watching a show. It's called One Day. It's honestly wasn't my favorite show, to be quite honest, but the main character in one of the episodes is standing outside of this hotel that is covered in ivy in Rome. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to look up where this hotel is, see if it's something that we could even afford, one, and if it looks interesting. So I look it up, find this hotel, and we paid about 13.48 euros for 3 nights to stay here. So honestly, not too bad. And this was a very, very nice hotel. The outside is stunning, and then you're about to see a video of that. And the inside was beautiful. It almost felt like I was staying in a museum. And later, our tour guides and stuff said that we were staying in a very nice area, because it was just a unique area and it was full of culture and central to a lot of the main locations like the Pantheon, Trevi Fountain, everything. It was not too far, but this is the hotel. It was beautiful outside, and I'm about to take you in a room tour right now. This is our room with all the paintings. Those are obviously not real, because if you look at that one really close, that one just looked like a tapestry. In the bed with our passports. All our 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing 5. 2 backpacks and 1 duffel bag. Oh, and that's not including our ripped ones. This is a closet. This is safe and a refrigerator with alcohol and stuff that we are. Let's see the prices. Okay, so don't touch any of this stuff over here because it costs money. We're gonna try using my card, so we have to use the room key. We'll see. I switched it out, but here's the room key. Coffee pot and such. This is the bathroom. It's got a walk-in shower, hair dryer, tissues. What is this? A shower cap and a vanity set. Soap. I don't know what that is, but I probably won't use that. Plugs. Same with that. I don't know what that is, but I don't think I'll need that. Slippers. Get this. No washcloths.
Oh no, I mean, we can ask for some.
Yeah.
Any.
Yes. So, no washcloths? What is that?
We could use these.
Okay. Let's see the damage of our luggage. Someone's wheel is completely ripped off the thing. Are you looking at this, really? Come look at this. Oh, look at the chandelier. It's very Rome. But anyways, this completely ripped off from that. Ow! From that. Our backpacks are fun. There's backpacks. Let's look at my damage.
Remember, go under the sheets tonight. We'll put the crap all over.
That has ripped the seam. How's my wheels though? And not shown is the breakdown that I had in the room when I started crying because I guess I was just upset, tired, and everything. So that was not shown on camera, thankfully. And even if it was, I would not put that in here. But we were able to leave the hotel and decided to go get some lunch and go exploring. We did get a sandwich and a little pastry from this area that was in the Campo di Fiore area. So it was really good though. Once we got out of the room, ate lunch and everything, I was in a much better mindset and we were ready to go exploring. This is the way to Plaza Navona, I believe. See the streets. Oh look, you want to go walk in there? If you can. It's up to you if you want to.
We might not find it.
Well, I hope we find it. We gotta get back somehow.
But we can find it.
I don't know. I have no idea what this is. 0.6 miles. Yes. It said it takes 11 minutes to drive there, but I think that's just because of all the I didn't think you would, which is why I was shocked. Okay, let's go. Oh, wow, what is that? We have to cross. actually had a really good time just walking around and exploring and seeing all of the shops and stores. We did stop into a few and we bought a few pieces of artwork and got a few souvenirs for some people and just was looking around. Like, honestly, we didn't have anywhere to be. We didn't know where we were going. I was just kind of walking and following the crowd. Did have in mind of us going to a few stores and everything. We did not do that because we were just really tired, honestly. So this was kind of a rest day for us, I guess, if you would consider this a rest day, but we were just having like a leisurely stroll, I guess, through Rome. This one smells pretty good. You want a pair of sunglasses? Look at the magnets of Vespa. We did actually go to the Piazza Navona, and you can see that it's boarded up and everything, so I really don't have many pictures of that, but we did go there the next day with our tour guide, and she kind of explained everything to us, but it was boarded up for the Jubilee this year because they were trying to get that ready. We also happened upon Mr. Tiramisu 100, and if you are planning a trip to Rome or you don't know what this is, you need to look it up because, oh my goodness, it was delicious. So they actually have over 100 flavors of tiramisu, and they hand make it right in front of you as you order. So there was a line. We did have to wait in that. We did have the option to go eat like at a table inside or like outside of the restaurant, but we decided to take it to go because it would be quicker that way. But it was well worth the wait, and oh my goodness, delicious. What do you think?
Really good.
This is just a few minutes later and I've already ate half of it. This is delicious. I got the Oreo flavor and my mom got the pistachio flavor, and they were both so good. The best dessert, honestly, that I had had up until this point, and that was including all the gelato and everything that I had had, because that was great. And then we went back to exploring and looking around at everything else. No, I'm not getting anything this time. Oh, those macarons the other day were good. What is that?
Where is the Trevi?
I don't know. You didn't tell me where we were going, so I'm just walking. You want to go in there? What is that? A keychain? Yeah, I don't know where we're going. I'm just walking. So if you see somewhere and you decide you want to go somewhere, just tell me. Oh, we're getting further and further away. But if you'll tell me where you want to go, I'm going to go with us. Every day Fortunato. I'm in a much better mindset and mood now. You want to go in here? I know. That's why I turned down the street. Let's go look in here. That's the Pantheon. I'm taking some pictures right as we speak. I think we'll be going inside of it. It's only €5, I think. Didn't know. Oh, is that gelato? I wish you did too, because I like seeing your point of view and mine. That chocolate macaron I had was delicious. So I thought it was really cool that we literally just happened upon the Pantheon, no directions or anything. Us. No, we didn't. This is not where our hotel is. Yes, there's another McDonald's. Hey, let's go down. I'm sorry. Can we start down there and come back now? I want to look down here. Look at the crowds of people down there. So I know I've mentioned this before in some of my other videos, but honestly, regret is one of the main themes throughout this series because I see so many things that I wish I could have bought, so many places that I wish we would have stopped, so many things I wish we would have done this day. Like, I kind of wish we just would have pushed through as tired as we were and went on to the Trevi Fountain, went to the store that we were going to go to, but I don't know, I guess we just let it get the best of us and tired. But the good news is that means we will just have to go back to Rome another time and stay longer and maybe not on a cruise when we're not so tired. But we honestly really had a good time just going and seeing everything and exploring.
What'd you say?
Olive oil.
Oh, people can find our mother. We should have got that.
Grease. I suggested that and you said no. I have no idea what the name of this store was, but it was seriously one of my favorite stores we went into. I think it was like maybe a stationery store, and then it had like a lot of cool little gifts in it. So I know this is not Rome stuff at all, Italian stuff at all, but like I wish I would have bought like so many things in here, but I guess I just wasn't in the mood to buy things, for one, and for two, I guess I kind of thought some of it was junk and that I could get it home, which is also true, but it was still a really cool store to go to, and it was just like right like steps away from the Pantheon, so that was really unique. They did have a few Roman and Italian items in here, and we stayed in here for a few minutes just looking around, but it was really cool in there. The crowds. What is that over there? I saw something that said that what is he doing? Said that he was that it was that was that noise. I saw something that said what is this?
I don't know.
But I saw a thing that said that I don't know how true this was, but it said that Rome is having like its big anniversary next year, and so that they were working on refurbishing and cleaning all these places, all these famous places in advance for next year, kind of like they're doing for the Olympics.
Well, we can go. You can get.
Where are we going? I kind of want one of those things.
Ariel's pants.
No, that little squeaky thing. Mama, do you want to go to the Trevi Fountain?
How far is it?
Do you want to?
I don't want to get one. I think I've done a sandwich video.
It's up to you. Oh, look at that little car. Did you see it? Those are small. Oh, look at that. Look at that bird. Look at that bird. Oh, yeah. Via del Pantheon. I've got the menu saved. The most reviewed menu in the world in 2014. medicine. I'd rather have like a patch. What's going on? Yeah, we're completely out of the patches.
Dobbiamo fare in giro.
What's going on? So we literally just stumbled upon a movie set on the way to the pharmacy. Like, we were going to look for scopolamine patches, and we saw this large crowd because it was around the pharmacy, and lo and behold, they're filming an actual movie or show around there. So we still don't know what that was, because I think it was some type of international film that we probably will never watch because we don't know any other languages, but that was really cool to see. So that faucet was actually in the pharmacy, but I did step out again to go look at all the filming and everything. If you know what this film is, please let me know in the comments. This was filming in June of 2024. But back to the pharmacy, I don't have any footage in there because I just kind of got the vibes like they don't want me to film in here, so I didn't. But I did end up getting some of that Marvin's toothpaste, and I will insert a picture of that right here. That is honestly some of the best toothpaste I have had. Like, I feel like my teeth are actually clean after using it. And no, this is not an ad. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to a pharmacy over international, or like going somewhere else internationally, you've got to try this toothpaste because they do have it on Amazon, but it's a little bit expensive there. And then we saw this little street performer. Don't know how that works though. It was really cool. I'm gonna get stracciatella. Another gelato as well, and then we were outside of this church. I believe we actually went inside of that on one of the tours that we were on, and it was very, very beautiful and gorgeous, but we did not go in there this day because I guess we just didn't want to. Here, get out of the road. If you'll just give us the instructions. I think these are houses for sale. Look, 3 million.
Purtroppo no, perché sto per fare
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't really either. But if we don't go now, then we won't get a table probably. I said, I don't really want one either, but if we don't go now, we won't get a table. Yeah. Yeah, like, so we can go eat there and then go to the room and then stay the room the whole time. We will tour the Pantheon tomorrow, or I guess it'd be next week in the series. Park. What does that mean? Where are we going now? Yeah. Yeah, I believe so. When we pass the tiramisu, look, there's those orange trees that are probably nasty. And then we started making our way back to our hotel and to the restaurant that we were going to eat at, which is the Osteria de Fortunata. I know some people may think it's a little overhyped, but oh my goodness, for this to be our first time in Italy, that food was amazing. And then on the way back, we just stumbled upon this Bridgerton collaboration with some gelato place. Like, that was really cool. We did not go in there. I was just trying to figure out like what it was, because I think Bridgerton had just come out like maybe a few weeks before, if not pretty close to when we were there. So that was really cool. Just kind of had a long line and didn't feel like waiting. What is that?
Crepes.
Gelateria? Bridgerton. Oh. It's special flavors. Okay, which one are we going? Straight. Green. Green. I think this really showcases how tired I was, because I'm about to show a plant store, and if anyone like truly knows me, they know I love plants. And I didn't go in there. Like, I know I could not have taken the plants with me, but it would have been nice to have at least looked around, got some ideas of how I wanted to do my plants and everything, but we didn't go. We just kept on going back to the room and back to go eat supper. No, that's a plant store. It's a plant store. Window shopping, can't take it home. This way. As much as I'd like to skip. Overall, I would say that we had a really good day. I know we started off like pretty rough as soon as we got off the ship. There's delays on the ship with us getting off just with our breakfast, but we had a great day. It was really fun just going and having like not having anywhere to be, not thinking, oh, we've got to be back in time to do this, this, and this. So that was really nice, and we just kind of relaxed and had a chill day and was walking kind of slowly because we were both really tired, but that was okay. When I fall, I'm gonna laugh. And one thing that I wish we could have changed differently, and I know I said it in the last video, is Naples. I wish that would not have been our last day, because I feel like if it would not have been our last day, we would have been not quite as tired. Like, we could have had one more rest day on the ship. That really would have perked us up, and we would have more energy to do things in Rome. But alas, that's just kind of how it fell, and we will be going back to Rome. I don't know when, but I will definitely be going back to Rome. This year was the year of the Jubilee and for the Vatican, so it was supposed to be a lot more crowded and everything in Rome. So I'm very glad we did not go this year. What's up, pizza and something else? On dog. Yeah. Look. And it's done. So Campo di Fiori is like an open air market, so I guess they have to literally bring all their stuff in the morning of, and take it all out at night, because this was an everyday occurrence, them cleaning the streets and taking it down and up, putting it up. Maybe.
I mean, I'm talking the contract. I want that. It is 30.
That was really good.
You can have a bite.
Oh, of course, of course. Lots of dogs. I'm coming. That is fake. I don't know what this is, but it's not real. That pasta was absolutely delicious. So I know there's probably better restaurants in Rome that we could have ate at. I know they've got several locations of these just around in Rome, but that was delicious. Like, I've never had pasta that good. And you saw that little lady just making the pasta right there in front of us. That was really cool. We did eat there again because I wanted to try what my mom had as my main dish, and we tried some meatballs on our last night, and it was delicious. But overall, we had a pretty good day, except for a few mishaps. We had a fun time exploring. We did get some water from the aqueducts that the Romans had put in years and years before, so that was really cool. But we did call it an early night and was actually in our room by like 7 p.m. And because I was not a very good vlogger then, I did not close out the video or anything. So these are some of the last clips of our video. No towel animal tonight, no Sunday tonight, but we had a great time this day and we were really excited for the next day. And if you are liking this series and you want to see our next video, which is going to be full of tours and food and everything next week, please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment. If you're enjoying these videos, please leave me a comment. But unfortunately, this is our scene in the bedroom. Like I said, no towel animal tonight. Thank y'all for watching.